What up, y'all? How's it going? Hey, we're back. We're for number 2. This is number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. We're on a roll, guys. We're on a small streak. We take the
Well,
little wins.
That's only because we were like, I want to do Hokum.
Yeah. Hokum, it was like my number 1 like scary movie on the list for the year so far. Yeah. Anyways, I am Raemon.
And I am Michelle.
Welcome back.
Just like we promise we'll do other movies.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just right now we're just like, let's just do these 2 movies because they're out.
We chose to start it when all these new movies are hitting in May. So we're like, oh, okay, like we're not gonna only just do new movies. We'll do like other stuff that we've been watching, like stuff that on Shutters, probably things that you haven't heard about before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right now we wanted to get these movies out of the way because these were like anticipated for at least me. So yeah. All right. Welcome back, y'all, for another episode of El Noche Pod. We're here for number 2. I guess, yeah, we want to talk about Hokum, as you can tell already.
We're just going to go in circles.
Yeah, we were just going to go. We didn't have a proper introduction, so we have to do it over. So we can fix it in post.
I will say I'm happy. If you are listening to episode 2, that means you liked what we had.
Yes, and you're back for more.
You like us.
But yeah, we are talking about Hokum today. It was, I'm not going to lie, it was like my most anticipated horror movie of the year. So I'm really happy that it was good.
I'm also happy that it was good, especially, The Mummy was fine.
Yeah, Mummy was fine. This definitely better.
But like Hokum was better. I guess I'll do the summary real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Hokum is about a horror writer visits an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes on where the property is said to be haunted by a witch. The director is Damian Mc Carthy, and it stars Adam Scott as Old Bowman. And then there's several other characters that were introduced, but like the main ones are Peter Coonan, he plays Mal. David Wilmot, he plays our guy Jerry. We have Michael Patrick as Fergal, and Florence Ordish as Fiona, and Will O'Connell as Albie. And he plays another character also, but we'll get into that when we get to like the spoilers section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have literally in my notes, like in caps, Jerry is the GOAT.
Jerry was the MVP. Spoiler free.
Yeah,
Jerry was the MVP. You're gonna like Jerry's character.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Scott's character is an asshole.
He starts off as an asshole. He definitely, but you don't know what he's like going through until like later on in the movie. So,
And then like it's just like it's not an excuse.
It's not it's definitely not an excuse, but I also haven't gone through something, like that. So I'm just like, I can't really say how my mood would be. Like people handle trauma differently. So, and for this it was, being a dick,
For sure. So, how about, since this was your number 1, how about you just tell us, what did you think? How many stars would you give it?
I agree with you when we were at the movie theaters the other day. I agree with a 4 out of 5, but I would honestly say it would be like a 4.5, not like being unbiased. I think it would be just like that 0.5 because like for me personally, I like folklore. Like I like a little bit slow burns too. I think it was more my speed. I like the slow burns, is taking its time with character development and like these hidden messages that I like to go back and be like, oh, like I want to see like, what the director is thinking here and stuff like that. I like movies like that makes you think about like it has like all these hidden messages and stuff like that, like Hereditary. Had like this filled with a bunch of symbolism and under themes and stuff like that. So this is definitely up my alley. He also did The Oddity or just Oddity. I don't think it was called The Oddity.
I think it was Oddity.
Yeah. He did Caveat, I think, or what's the name? What's the other movie? It starts with a C. He did that movie. I did not watch that movie. I've seen it was Oddity and I really like that. I told you to watch it, but I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't, but we can watch it for the podcast.
Yeah. But
oh yeah, he did Caveat.
I haven't seen that yet. I definitely want to go back and see it because I do like his way of horror. I did not think that I think the marketing for this movie may rub people off the wrong way because
It was a
it
lot funnier.
yeah, and it was a lot funnier, and it's also kind of marketed like more horror-esque kind of story, but the movie has horror elements to it, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily like a full-on horror. It's not horror in the traditional sense, right? There's a couple jump scares. There's, I don't know, like, the mood and stuff like that. It was more of a thriller for me. But yeah, overall I really did like the movie. The cinematography was good. The sound design was good. It was like kind of unsettling hearing the foxes and the goats and stuff in the background because it has like a very ominous
And the
ghost,
creepy
yeah,
whispers.
ghostly, like, kind of vibe to it, which I looked a little bit more into the reason why they were having those sounds like throughout the movie, even the fire alarm for the hotel and stuff like that. Like, I saw an interview with Damon, and he was saying that folklore of the banshee was a little bit of an inspiration. Like, he always had that in his mind when it comes to like the sounds, because they all kind of sounds like ghost like in a way, where he's saying the banshee kind of mimics these sounds and stuff like that to kind of lure people there. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, it didn't go like super in depth. I'm pretty sure there's more to the Irish like folklore that I'm missing, because the
For
guy,
sure.
yeah, because the guy was like telling the story. I don't know if that's a story that they made specifically for the movie, or if it's Irish tall tale to scare kids
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I agree. I did give it a 4 out of 5
Mm-hmm.
on my letterbox.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely enjoyed it. I will say I agree with you that the marketing made it seem more like a horror folklore, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel that the folklore aspect was
Yeah,
secondary
it took a
to
backseat.
the it was more about like the trauma of Ohm
Yes.
and him just being stuck in a situation.
Yeah.
But with that said, it was still really good. And I think the comparison I gave it was like the movie 1408,
Yeah.
right? Where like it was the author stuck in a hotel room
Mm-hmm.
with Irish like folklore horror.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it a lot. And the sound design definitely was really good. Like the
Mm-hmm.
bell,
Yeah.
the little clock boy
Yeah.
that dings the bell, the sound of like the goats, and like the one where like, is that a goat? And I was like, I think that's a fox, because
Mm-hmm.
foxes do that weird yell too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so it was just all really good. And I also agree that this movie was definitely more character driven,
Mm-hmm.
because we're following Ohm more and we learn his trauma and how it affects him. The other thing that I found interesting that I mentioned to you, and I was like, I'll tell in the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I
someone,
already knew what you're gonna say because I think the same way, but go ahead.
yeah, but there was a tweet I saw where they were like, this movie is an example of those early psychological horror games.
Yes, I have that in my notes. Yes, go ahead.
And they're right, because it had the setting
Uh-huh.
where you have to try to escape it.
Yep.
It had, you have to find the objects to try to get out,
Yep.
like try to get out or try to get something else. You had the tape recorder giving
All the
essentially
information and
the
stuff.
exposition,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but it was well done. The him trying to use things to get to a secondary location and have it be time, like everything about it was just, like Silent Hill
Yeah.
or
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
or Haunting Grounds, like all those type of games.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, like, I think that aspect of it kind of clicked and made that a solid 4, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I will say it was way more funnier than I expected it to be,
Yeah. Yeah. I think
especially
because
when,
Jerry was
yeah,
definitely the comedic relief.
no, he was. But like every time like a character is explaining what they saw, like a flashback, I think
Mm-hmm.
is the correct word. They show the scene, like you see it happening, and then it does a quick cut back of that person, like Jerry, mostly reenacting
Yeah.
what he saw.
Like,
And so you're just kind of like, yeah, it's just like him pointing at the bell. Like it was just really good. So, it was just really funny and I loved
mm-hmm.
it. But yeah, Irish folklore aspect of it was on the lighter side.
Yeah, I wish they explored that a little bit more. Like, I mean, I get that he wanted it to be more focused on the characters and like have that maybe as a background kind of thing.
Yeah.
They did something, I guess we'll talk about it during the spoiler part. But yeah, they did some liberties where I'm just like, oh, okay, like I get it now. I think reflecting back, I could see why he took some of the liberties that he took making the movie. But yeah, it was good overall.
I was also very pleased. I will say what's interesting, I looked up Hokum, like the
Mm-hmm.
word, because thinking like, oh, it's like it must be an Irish word.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's supposed to mean like another word for nonsense, bunkum,
Mm-hmm.
melodrama, especially because Ohm says Hokum
Yeah, he
when
does.
someone tells him the story of like the witch in the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
But according to Google, clicking all of the links, it's technically an Americanism word, not an Irish word.
Oh.
But it's also found in Scottish. So, and like maybe there's some Irish like rooted word to
Mm-hmm.
it, but it's defined as meaningless, pretentious nonsense.
That's so
Which
funny.
it fits the movie.
Yeah, it fits what he was referring to at the time, what like
Yeah.
him being cynical about everything at the time. But I think all these movies can be interpreted different ways, right? So some of the characters did remind me of like a Alice in Wonderland kind of thing where like I thought of Fiona as the White Rabbit and Jerry to an extent, almost like a follow the White Rabbit type thing. They're both like leading him and getting him curious about this hotel room.
I can see Jerry as like the Cheshire Cat kind of
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Jerry's definitely a mixture of both, but it was like, oh yeah, like we're gonna stoke up the curiosity in Ohm to get him to go up to this room eventually. And Fiona's literally dressed up as a rabbit for the Halloween
Yeah,
party. So I was like, oh, okay.
because it's set during the time of Halloween
Yeah.
too, so
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, she could have dressed up as any other character or any other thing, but they chose the rabbit. And I was like, oh, like, the curious rabbit and all this stuff. I was like, okay, like, I don't know if that was intended, but that's just the way I interpreted it. And if you guys
Mhm.
go to see it, maybe you'll see it too. I also have Albie, I think that's his name, the bellboy.
Yeah.
He kind of reminded me of the caterpillar too, in a sense where like he's challenging, it's frustrating, but he's challenging Ohm's growth and identity to himself. Because like Holmes starts off as a real asshole to this guy, but then by the
Such an
time,
asshole.
yeah, like by the time he went through all of the stuff that he goes through during the movie, then by the end he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm more accepting of this guy now. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I interpreted it like I was writing my bullet points down and I was like, I think this kind of have this Alice in Wonderland vibes to me, but I don't know. You guys can watch it and then like leave a comment. Let us know like if you feel the same way. That'd be cool to see if I'm making it, apparent to you guys now that you'll probably be like, actually he's cooking. He's actually cooking there.
I'll let you cook.
Yeah,
It's okay.
let me cook.
We can leave it as a poll question.
Yeah, we can leave it as a question. I like those questions.
People are gonna see that and be like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, I think at this point we can start doing the spoilers.
Spoiler alert. All right.
But spoiler wise, yeah, Ohm is a real asshole. He's such an asshole that I was like, it's interesting when in the beginning, when he's writing the epilogue for his novel,
Mm-hmm.
and when it gets to the part where his character, the conquistador, is about to smash this little boy's head to get
Yeah.
the map out of the bottle,
Mm-hmm.
you see Ohm smirk.
Yeah. Yeah.
To show kind of just like, wow, like this dick is enjoying like the bleakness and the violence that he's writing.
Yeah. So like I was like by the end of the movie, and I'll try to keep this to myself. I was like, damn, I kind of want to talk to you about it now. I want to talk to you about it now. But by the end of the movie, when they showed the conquistador and the boy again, like walking through the desert, I was just like, and maybe I'm like slow at like picking up on it, but it clicked because I was like, oh, so in the beginning, the conquistador is walking with this boy behind him, and he's not giving the boy any of the water. The boy has no protections or anything like that, and he's just dragging along, and then they get to this circle that I guess marks some kind of point of the map that they were looking for, and he tries to check the map again, but the map is stuck inside the bottle. He can't get it out, so he tries, like what you said, he's thinking about killing the boy. And I was just like, oh, the conquistador is Ohm. and he's punishing his child self because of the thing that happened with his mom in the
Yeah,
child thing.
which we'll mention in a little bit.
Yeah, that's why
But
I'm not trying to go that much into it, but I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And I was like, that's really clever. I like that.
yeah, I saw the same thing. I was
Hmm.
just like, oh, he healed his inner child.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like what we learn is he's going to this inn in Ireland because his parents had their honeymoon there.
Hmm.
And every person that he talks to in that inn, he's just like an absolute asshole. Like, yes, he had a point about the goat, but like, dude, why are you like you can't just like be like you can't just use the hose on the goat. Which
Yeah.
I thought the goat gag was so funny because the whole point with that Fergal has a dead goat next to the car is because the
Hmm.
goats are jumping on the car. And then we learn later on that Jerry makes this like Irish moonshine from like these mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, the goats also eat the mushrooms
Yeah.
and they get high and they like to look at themselves in reflections and cars are shiny.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny. And it's funny that the two people that Ohm is actually semi nice to is Fiona
And Jerry.
who
Yeah.
yeah, and Jerry. But like with Fiona when he was trying to find his hotel room and
Hmm.
she's like, "Oh, are you lost?" And he's like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "Well, then I guess you're going to stay lost."
Yeah.
And then like, she just snapped back at him. And then with Jerry was just like, "You want a drink?" And it's
Hmm.
just like, "You know what? I want to get a drink, so I got to be nice to this guy."
Yeah.
And so but they hit it off because Jerry's a charming, nice guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Fiona and Jerry a lot.
Yeah, they
It
were
really
great.
sucks for Fiona though.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted a little bit more from a character, but I like the kind of paranormal-esque side of that whole thing with her dead body, and she's like
Yeah.
low-key
It's
helping
just a
him.
spoiler. She dies in the movie.
Yeah,
Her death sets off a whole chain
yeah.
of why Ohm is set up.
Yeah, so basically he goes to this hotel. He's an asshole to everybody. He gets to his room, he goes back to the bar, and then talking to Fiona because she's like the bartender too. And, she's talking to him. I think he's like telling her the plot of his book, and then she calls him
Yeah.
out.
He's
Yeah,
saying the ending, yeah. And she's
yeah.
like, well, that's bleak.
Yeah, and she calls him out on it, and so they have a more of a little bit of a deeper discussion about it, and she gets to talking about like the witch, or like she brings out the book.
No, she brings up the honeymoon, right? Like she brings up like
Yeah, why she's like curious about upstairs or something like that, and it's
yeah,
like
because we learn like no one goes into the honeymoon suite because
yeah,
the owner has a witch locked
yeah,
up in there.
yes.
And so then yeah, and then Fiona talks about the witch.
Yeah, and so she brings up the witch, and Ohm is skeptic about it or whatever, like that, kind of brushing it off. But she's
Yeah,
like
and
showing,
Ohm also learns about like the chalk circle, and
yeah,
he's just like, "That's nonsense," you
yeah,
know.
exactly. So yeah, she brings in a book, and he's like flipping through it, and she's talking about the chalk, and then he finishes his drink. That's after
Albie shows up.
Albie. I was about to say that's after Albie shows up, and he was like just incredibly rude to it. Like Albie's also like an aspiring writer, but he's like a real big fan of Ohm, and he's like asking Ohm all these questions, and you could tell Ohm is getting visibly like just annoyed and upset and stuff like that.
Like he does that like comment of just like oblivious character that can't read the room.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Oh yeah, I have a character for you," and then he like records it, and he was like, "Oh, oblivious character, not reading the room and stuff like that." I'm like, bro, come on, man. He's a fan. He's really excited to see you. He's like the only person who really knows you here, and the manager, I guess
Yeah, Mal knows who he
Miles
was, and
knows
he
who
was
he
like,
was.
"Can I bring my book,
Yeah,
my son's book, because his son is a fan?" And
it's
he's like, "No."
yeah, he was like, nah. I'm like, bro, what? Come on, man. It ain't took nothing for you to just sign a book, or just to hear people out. The guy was like, oh yeah, like, can I show you my book or whatever that I wrote? And he was like, no. Oh, like, oh, okay. And so he like
And then he burns him with the spoon.
I was about to say, he like burns him with the spoon to get him to go away because he just was not leaving. And then like after that, goes up to his room and cuts to Fiona, I guess, into the shift. She see that Ohm left his little recorder there. So she takes it up to his room.
And a picture of his mom.
And a picture of his mom. And then she notices that the room door is locked. And she was like,
I mean, room doors are supposed to be locked. I
yeah.
think it's more that she felt like something was off.
Yeah. So she talks to Albie. Albie was like, points out the door and says, do not disturb. Like, why are we going to his room and stuff? She's like, no, like, I just feel something's off or whatever like that. And she yells at him. He opens the door, and then she sees Ohm's body hanging from a beam.
Yeah.
And so she cuts him down, pretty much saves his life because the next scene he wakes up in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, what the? I was like, that's crazy. That's actually
Yeah.
that was wild. I was like, oh man, like luckily she like found him, but I think like during that time he was like unconscious. He has like this dream,
Oh yeah, that weird
the
dream
flashback
in the
of
honeymoon suite.
yeah, in the honeymoon suite.
Or like the elevator.
Yeah. He went down the
Yeah.
elevator and stuff like that, and then like he hears the witch kind of being like, like it's like doing some kind of wails or like some song or something that she was singing.
Like just a weird laugh.
Yeah, and then I guess he wakes up. Yeah.
It was really good. I like that, like, he was trying to kill himself because you learn. So, like, the thing is, I figured it out,
Mm-hmm.
the mom thing,
Yeah.
when he mentioned that, like, his mom died young,
Mm-hmm.
or when he was young, because
Yeah.
she got shot in the face.
Yeah.
And when Fiona asked us, like, oh, did they ever catch who did it? He was like, oh, it was a minor. Like, they should have jailed him and hung him.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Ohm killed his mom on
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the whole thing with the movie is like his trauma of messing with his dad's gun and being the reason that his mom died, and then his dad becoming a monster.
Yeah.
Even though I did think it was funny when he was spreading the ashes, like he was doing his mom nicely.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna put her under this tree that was in the picture, because his mom was like next to a giant tree. And then with his dad, he was just like scattering it anywhere. And he was just like, whatever. Like, and then
Just
he
dumps
left
it.
the two tubes together. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah, I thought that was nice.
But I did like his assholery is the reason why he couldn't let go of, because we find out like he was in the hospital for a week. And Fiona went missing during Halloween, and Jerry also apparently went missing during Halloween, and they all suspect that it's him. And so like Ohm's assholery is the reason why he's like, he's not gonna let this go, because Fiona saved his life.
Yeah.
And no one's taking her missing like seriously, because he was just like, well, did you guys check everywhere? And they're like, yeah, we checked everywhere. I was like, did you check the honeymoon suite?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's always locked. Why would we check it? It's like, oh, so you didn't check it, you know?
Which they should have checked it because she was up there the whole time, you know?
Yeah, they should have, and they didn't. And the only reason why is because of Jerry.
Yeah. Jerry, he is the GOAT because he went to go look for Jerry, finds Jerry, and then Jerry was like, bro, like something's telling me she's up, because I had this dream that she was pointing at the honeymoon suite bell that was ringing and stuff, and like Ohm even questions him. He's like, are you on drugs when you were thinking of this?
Are you still on your mushroom?
and
he was like, the mushroom helps expand your mind.
Yes.
But he's like, but that doesn't negate that what I saw wasn't true. And like, he was like, Fiona always said you should follow your intuition. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm like, hell yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, man. It was so funny when, skipping a little bit ahead, just to say this, it was like when Jerry like dies, we had somebody, and the whole movie theater was quiet, but then you hear a girl was like, oh, Jerry. I thought it was funny. It made everybody laugh. I also said something when it was like kind of quiet. I was like, oh, fuck that.
I remember. I also remember I think there was a child, because all I heard was like crying.
Oh yeah. You was like, it's like, is that a child? And I was listening for a bit, and I was like, oh yeah, that is a child. Like, what is he crying for?
I guess the movie was scary for the kid. It's just like, at that point you should take the child out.
Yeah, but then when we got up out of the theater, I was looking to see like what kids were there, and it looked like they were like 6 years old, like 7 years old, or whatever like that. I was like, what why are you here?
Listen, when I have kids, I'm gonna prep them, you know. It's just like, theater is the last step in everything, you know. It's like, if you can't behave in a theater, we can't go. It was funny, but yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, and it's just, oh man, it's just crazy, because it was a lot of funny moments, and then the minute we get to, like, I think it takes a turn after Jerry dies, and like,
yeah.
Actually, no, I take it back. It takes a turn when we find Fiona's body. Because, like, obviously, Jerry gets caught by Fergal, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
Fergal thinks that Jerry did it because we find out also that Jerry's wife died under mysterious circumstances, and they all think that he killed his wife.
Yeah, because he left.
And then for me, I was like, because Jerry even admitted, it's like, yeah, I killed my wife because she was suffering,
Mm-hmm.
and we made a promise that we'll see each other at the end, and but
Mm-hmm.
like he didn't want her suffering anymore. And I was like, I believe him because of the way he talked about the goats, where he was like, you're right, they didn't have to kill the goats, they're
Mm-hmm.
just getting high off mushrooms. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just the way his character was, I was just like, I can see that he did kill his wife, but he did it so that she can die in peace,
Yeah.
and that he's just waiting for his time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that when Jerry got shot by
Mm-hmm.
the crossbow because of Mal shot him, is just like, oh, that sucks so bad.
Yeah. And like Mal literally killed Fiona because they had a thing. They had an affair. He has like a
Mhm.
wife and kids.
He's married to the owner's daughter.
Yeah. So he has a whole ass family and he has this affair with Fiona, and Fiona ends up getting pregnant. And so to cover it up, he kills Fiona so his family won't know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like, come on, man. So you're such a coward. You did all this, like you're man enough to, like, initiate and have all this stuff happen, but then like when consequences become a thing, then you take no accountability in that.
The crazy thing is that he used the superstition of everyone at the hotel to hide her body
Yeah, yeah.
in the honeymoon suite
Yeah.
because he knows no one will go
Nobody's
up
going
there.
up there, yeah. I was like, bro, that at first I was like, he's really nice. He's like a really nice person. He, like, seems like really reasonable. He's like working with the cops and all this stuff. I
Mhm.
was like, bro, like what? And then it reveals that, oh yeah, Mal did it. And I'm like, you son of a gun.
After Jerry gets caught by Fergal,
Mm,
it's crazy that Ohm had the keys, you know?
yeah.
After Jerry got the keys also. So I'm like, oh, I wonder when they swapped. But I guess like it's good that Ohm has it because he goes up to the hotel
Mm-hmm.
and then like he looks everywhere, and not everywhere because he didn't look at the elevator until Mal showed up. But he just kind of like leisurely looks around, then passes out on the on the weird dirty bed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scene in the trailer with the rabbit.
Yeah. The rabbit looks
Is
over him.
the one where I was like, "Oh, that's creepy."
Yeah. I thought, to be honest, when I saw the trailer and I saw the rabbit, I was like, oh, the rabbit's going to be the thing stalking him the whole movie or whatever. Like, that's going to be this goofy ass looking rabbit. But it wasn't. Like, the rabbit only showed up like a handful of times in the movie. Like,
Yeah, it only showed up twice, which is
mhm.
also the actor that plays Albie plays the rabbit.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's funny because Michael was like, I knew it was him because of his mouth.
Yeah.
Because he has a very thin face, and so
Yeah.
like his mouth is very stretchy. But it was just so funny. I was just like, okay, Michael.
Hmm.
I think like it's another instance of Ohm's assholery of not letting it go. Also, when Mal was like, "Don't look at the little service elevator,"
Hmm.
he was like, "Well, I'm gonna press the button," and he's like, "Don't do it." And then he presses the button, sees Fiona, and then Mal just
He
locks him
just
in.
runs and locks him in. I was like, bro, come on, man. Soon as he was like, yeah, don't press it, don't do that, don't do this. I'm like,
So I'm gonna call the cops, and
uh,
it's just like, call the cops. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
call.
like
Yeah, like, come on, bro. We're looking for Fiona. We're looking for a person who's gone missing. Like, why are you being so defensive right now, you know?
yeah, it's just like, what does it matter if he checks the little service elevator? But it's just like, oh, because he hid the body there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that sucks that she was stuck there for a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like, Ohm finds the tape recorder, which is the survival horror game
Yeah.
element. But like it essentially like we learned that Ohm is stuck in that room because there's only one key. There is a door, but that's also padlocked. The service elevator goes down to the basement that has been redone. So there's no exit. And on top of that, the service elevator button at the bottom at the basement doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go down, you're stuck. And so just like thinking of Fiona thinking, oh, maybe I can escape through the basement, and then not finding a way out. And then just like, ugh,
Yeah.
that really sucks.
Yeah. I don't know what actually killed her, like if people are like, oh yeah, like, maybe she went up there. Maybe she went into the room. Like, I don't know, like when you look at her body, it didn't look like kind of starved. You know what I mean? Like it didn't look like she just
Yeah.
like start, it looked like something else like happened. Like she got like scared to death or something like that. It was like something weird about her body, but I was like, huh, did the witch get to her? Like, did something get to
Yeah.
her? Yeah, it was crazy because I think it was like left up to interpretation to be like, is the witch real or just because at the end of the movie, Albie comes to him in the hospital and he's like apologizing because he spiked his flask with the mushroom powder, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so like did he like just hallucinate all of this shit happening and then
But he has the cuffs too.
yeah,
It's a
so
yeah,
so
it
I'm
is a leave it to interpretation kind of thing, but
yeah,
I think it was real.
I'm in the same boat where I want to think that it's real, but I did see online that someone like kind of made me raise an eyebrow. I was like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. So like
What?
somebody said that the marks on his wrist could have been from past attempts to unalive himself. And they said the witch is the hallucinated guilt of him, you know?
Mhm.
And I was just like, I can see that. I mean, that's why I was like, I don't think you're necessarily wrong for thinking
He
that way, but
Here's why I don't think that
yeah,
is. He doesn't have bruises on his neck, even though he hung himself.
yeah, yeah.
So, why would he have bruises on his wrists,
I don't know.
you know?
Maybe from another attempt.
And
I have no idea.
it would make more sense if like they were like, oh, he injured himself on the elevator thing, trying
Mm-hmm.
to like, but again, it is up for interpretation because they also mentioned that Mal, like, just to fast forward, Mal goes back to the hotel
Mm-hmm.
to dispose of Ohm, but Jerry's there. And so he's trying to convince Jerry to leave. And he sets the hotel on fire first. Then
Mm-hmm.
he kills Jerry to
Mm-hmm.
grab the keys.
Yeah, but he
And then
grabbed
when
the wrong keys.
well, no, because Ohm had because Ohm had the keys.
Yeah, but Mal went to go kill Jerry and get that keys. He took the wrong keys and
Oh,
then
you're right.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
He took the car keys so he can leave,
yeah,
but then the elevator thing got stuck.
yeah.
The gate mysteriously got stuck,
Mm-hmm.
and so he had to go back up to try to find the keys. And at that point, Ohm got the
Already
keys.
got the keys. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then it was a cat and mouse
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. I was
We got it, guys.
we
We
got
got
it.
it. We
We caught
figured
up.
it out.
We can cut all that out. We can cut all
We'll
that
see.
out.
We'll see. We'll see. Either way, it's just like a karma situation for Mal.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know.
it was definitely supernatural. Like they kind of played on the spirit of Fiona helping
Ohm.
Ohm get out alive because she was like, well, I've grown fond of him. He's a really cool person. I want to get him out alive. This
And he
guy
also
needs to
came
die.
back to try to find her body.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, but to go back, because there's like the reason why we went down this memory rabbit hole is because they say that they found the remains of Jerry and Fiona when they were dealing with the fire, but
Hmm.
they couldn't find Mal.
Yeah.
And we learned that the basement is bricked up.
Hmm.
And so like obviously like we see he get taken away by the witch.
Hmm.
So it's just, is he still stuck in the basement and they just have no way to get there? Or did he get taken as
Yeah, so
punishment?
I think if you wanted to go that route of it was all a hallucination and he's just, the guilt's like really strong in his head. So it's like manifesting in his hallucination of this witch because during the movie, everybody's talking about this witch and being there. So in his mind, he's like, oh, the witch is down here kind of thing. So like, I
Yeah.
think if you wanted to go that route of everything was a hallucination, then you can maybe assume that the place is destroyed. The people have no way of going down there or just doesn't know that there's like an underground part of the hotel
Mhm.
and he's just wandering down there by himself.
Yeah.
You
Unless the smoke got to him.
yeah,
Unless
unless
the
the smoke
smoke
got
got
to
to
him.
him.
Yeah, unless he ended up burning anyway. But if you wanted to go that route, you can. I kind of want to take the little bit more like literal route where it's just like, oh, I think the witch took his ass. Yeah, I wanted to,
Yes. Join me on my supernatural train.
yeah, I actually like that story of the witch. She'll take you, she'll chain you up like you and another person, and then she'll drag you through all the souls that she's already claimed, and then they'll keep taking parts of you off until I guess
Yeah.
you're no more. You become part of the walkway or something.
But yeah, I like the whole setup.
Mm.
This is the parts that made me laugh, and it was every time they cut to the cherub, the little
Oh yeah,
cherub metal statues
the little man.
on the bell on the
Yeah.
clock, and then like on the artwork, every time they cut to them, and I'm like, just taking me out.
It was
But
so
like,
funny.
the little metal boy has a little like golf club every time it's an hour, it hits a bell.
Mhm.
I like the ingenuity of Ohm
Yeah.
using the little bellboy to press the button
Mhm.
so that he can come back up, and it's just like, "Oh, I have an hour to
Mhm.
make it back and hope for the best."
Mhm.
And so, like, I really like those aspects, and, like, it was just really funny, I get, like, it was supposed to be a tense moment when it was taking forever
Yeah.
for the little bellboy to hit the button, but the face made
Yeah,
it
the
so
meme face.
the little, like, am I gonna hit it?" And it's just like, oh my god, this little troll face it
It's
has.
so good.
It was so good. It was so funny.
I think everybody was laughing at that point because they was like zooming in with the cameras, like to the little meme face. He's like, "You think I'm going to press this, but I'm not going to press it. I'm not going to press it
Not yet.
yet."
But yeah, I like that. I like that he finds chalk, and like even though earlier when Fiona was telling him about like, oh, if you get chalk, like you can draw a circle to protect yourself, and he was like, oh, I'll make sure to grab a chalk to save my
Hmm.
life, and he does. He does grab it, and it
Yeah,
does save his life.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it's crazy that he drew a whole circle around the bed, but
Yeah, I was like, did he move the bed? Because they didn't show him moving the bed a little bit. So I was just like, oh, did he move the bed a little bit forward so he connect the rest of the circle together? Because otherwise,
I'm assuming that it's like not fully flushed,
hmm,
maybe because of the all around
yeah,
canopy
hmm,
curtains or whatever it's called. But I did like that he just, if I'm going to be stuck somewhere, I'd rather it be on a comfy surface.
yeah.
That witch is spooky though, dude.
Yeah, I was looking at the interview and someone asking a question about the design. And he was like, yeah, like I was talking to, the designers and stuff like that. And I want to keep it more like mushroom themed. So like her skin and all this stuff.
Hmm.
I was like, dang, I kind of wish that they showed a little bit more of her, like so I could
Yeah.
see the full design of it because it sounds like from what I could see, the design looked cool. But from what I could see, right, it looked cool, but I just couldn't see everything. So I'm kind of wanting to see if they have like a concept sheet somewhere
Oh
that
yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see the
that'd be
full.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the witch was really creepy. It
Hmm.
sucked that Ohm fell into that bathtub of disgusting water trying to run away.
Yeah, I was like, what is in that water? I don't know because he was.
Ooh, brother,
Yeah.
brother, ooh.
Yeah, like when he fell into that water, that sound clip that everybody's using now, I was like, I was, that shit played through my head. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, mine was the brother, ooh. Uh, my thing is like, why did he go through the bathroom window? Just so you can
Yeah.
understand, like you, the viewer, can understand the concept. A big living room space,
Uh-huh.
and then there's like a window to peek into the bathroom that's connected to the main bedroom where the honeymoon suite bed is.
Hmm.
And so like I was just like, could he not just go through into the main, like it was his logic is I go through the bathroom window, close the bathroom door, then close the main door, and then draw a circle, hoping the witch follows his path instead of going just straight for the main door.
Yeah, I
Because
think
she did go to the main door and
she
she
went
was
to the
like,
main door. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she jumped the quick jump to look
Oh
through the
yeah,
window, and she's like,
to peek.
I was like, this fucking witch is a troll, man.
It
Just like the little bellboy, this witch.
was so good. Yeah, like yeah, there's definitely more funny parts in it. So, if you guys wasn't sure, you was like, oh yeah, it's like super scary, blah blah blah. It's not. It's not
It's
super
not.
scary. Like it's
Unless
the
you're scared of witches, it's not scary.
yeah, it is not super scary. Don't fall into that like hype or people are overhyping it for the wrong reasons. Because every time I hear people talk about the movie, there's like, oh, it's so scary. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I know we watch scary movies a lot. So we might be desensitized to some things, but I'm
Our
just like,
tolerance is higher.
yeah, but I was like, I don't know. It's not scary. It's not a scary movie. My
I will
wife,
say, like, it's not at the level of Hereditary scary,
no, 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 no. Yeah,
there's just so many funny moments
yeah.
that loosens the tension. Not to say
Hmm.
that, like, it was bad, it's just, like, the way it made it seem, especially seeing the trailer, I thought it would lean into that Irish folklore horror more,
Yeah.
and I
Hmm.
feel like it didn't, and that's probably why it didn't get a 5 out of 5.
Hmm. That's probably why I didn't get 5 out of 5.
But I will say that, like, the solid 4 is because it gave that survival horror game feel, but like the characters were great, and it's not so much like because we go to other areas, but like it is feel like a single room kind of situation, and like
Yeah.
I love when like a character's stuck in a single place.
Yeah.
And I will say the runtime is great. It didn't feel like it was long. It
Yeah,
didn't
it
feel
didn't
like it dragged
overstay.
on.
Did not
Uh,
overstay its welcome. Maybe I don't know how long the movie was. I think it started at 5:30, probably because of the trailers, right? And then
yeah, I'll tell you right now, it's an hour and 47 minutes. It did not feel.
it didn't feel maybe, people would be like, oh, that's almost 2 hours. It's like, but honestly, it did not feel like you were sitting in the movie theater for almost 2 hours because it was just so like everything was so engaging and it kept you locked in because
Mhm.
there was always something, even like I know I said it was a slow burn, but even though it was like a slow burn, they still had subtle things going on in the background or some like dialogue for the characters or something like that. Everything was like really interesting to keep your attention.
Yeah. Like I think a lot is like even though Ohm ends up in a stupid situation, he's not a stupid character.
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes back to like he listens to the tape recorder and he's learning about the service elevator through the tape recorder from Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he finds a little door with the
Mm-hmm.
padlock on the other side. I will say he should have kicked harder. He wasn't kicking hard.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, bro, use both your feet if you have to, but like, what is this?
Yeah,
Like,
because Jerry came up there in shambles, right? Because he just jumped out of a moving truck and
yeah,
he comes up all skid marked up, super limping, almost crawling to the
like
elevator.
arm almost falling off.
Arm almost falling off. He walks up to the spot and he hits it one time and it, it
With the
like,
axe, he
yeah,
just
with the
hits that
axe.
padlock.
Yeah, and it didn't even look like he hit it that hard, but it fell off. And I was like, come on, bro. For me, I would have been like, I loosened it.
Yeah. I will say the little file thing he had
Mm-hmm.
is the MVP tool
It is the MVP too. Yeah.
because it's what Fiona uses to cut Ohm down when she finds him hanging in
Mm-hmm.
his room. It's what he ends up using to free himself from the witch when he gets caught because he didn't draw a circle fast enough. He uses it to get the key down because the witch likes to collect things and hang them up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what the other aspect it's like 1408 with the basement part
Mm-hmm.
in Barbarian.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Dang, Barbarian was actually really good. I like that
We'll have an episode about it.
movie.
We'll have an episode about it. But like yeah, so like that little thing helped him so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was that, yeah, that was the MVP tool. It saved his life 3 times in the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. I think
It was a really good movie.
yeah, I think it was good. I think you guys will like it. I would definitely watch it again, which is
I would too.
that's a rare one for me. I don't really watch a whole lot of movies like twice or more than one time. But yeah, I'll definitely watch that again, even if it's just to like see if I can catch all of the like extra little bits that I may have missed.
Yeah.
I want to see if there was any surfaces, like shiny surfaces or anything like that Ohm looked into, because Jerry was saying that the reason why the goats like to look at the cars because they're shiny, but is also to deepen the trip that they're on. I was just like, oh, so if we're going to play around the idea where it's like this is all a hallucination and to Ohm, I wanted to see if there was like any mirrors or anything that he looked into that would maybe deepen his like trip that he was having. I don't know.
That's
It was
true.
fun.
I didn't see any mirrors.
Yeah, I didn't see anything too, but I wanted to see if there was like anything that like I may have missed or something like that. But
Another thing to kind of give another comparison, and I feel like it helps people understand the scene where the TV turns on
mm-hmm.
and it's a weird rabbit man talking to like children
Mm-hmm.
and he's reading Ohm's letter when he was a
Yeah.
child, and that whole scene gave me I don't know if you remember the creepypasta story / the show Candle Cove.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So like the whole premise of Candle Cove is like these adults are remembering the show that they used to watch and it would only show up at a certain time, and it was about puppet pirates, and like it gets spookier each watch they watch, you know. And then in the show, I feel like that was the best aspect of that show, was the TV show aspect. I mean, I like that. Hopefully in a future like episodes we can cover TV shows, especially like if they're short form.
Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, we can definitely do that because I have some TV shows that that I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about this so much. But
Me too. I have been watching X-Files.
oh really, dude?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was like a couple months ago. I was like, damn, maybe I should start watching X-Files or something like that. I need
X-Files
like
is so
another.
good, dude. All that hype I heard about X-Files, it's true. It's such a good show.
I used
And
to.
it's so beautiful too. Like it's so nicely shot.
Mm-hmm.
But to go back, because let's go back. Sidetrack. The Rabbit TV gave me that aspect of Candle Coves because it played into like the creepiness of it, especially like because the rabbit itself is so creepy, and it just makes me think about like us growing up and all of those creepy shows, like all of those kid shows that is just like, who signed off on this creepy creature?
Yeah.
Man, you know, like
I can't.
ours is like Bozo the Clown, you know.
Oh yeah.
England has or the UK has Mr. Blobby or something.
Oh, I have no idea what that. Let me look at.
Look it up. You will see what I mean. I'll send it to you after the podcast. But like when you see this thing, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You know? Are you
What
looking
the
it up?
fuck? What the fuck? Bro, y'all, our listeners in England, if you're there, what the hell is even this? Y'all watch this?
Dude,
I'll be so
when
freaked
you
out.
get a chance to watch a video and you will be like, children like this?
Nah, man. This is crazy.
But
Bro,
yeah, so
look at
either
it.
way, stop looking
I'm
at it.
sorry.
Either way, overall, really good. It's the reason why I hate trailers. But the movie came out really well despite the marketing, and I'm really happy that we got to see it in theaters.
Yes. Tell all your friends and your family who likes horror movies. Horror movies really need a lot more support. I know it's getting more support. I would definitely go watch this like in the theater. It's really good. Especially like, I don't know if your theater will be like as crowded as ours was.
Yeah.
It
I
was fun.
surprised.
It was fun watching it with a crowd of people. I like it. But our movie theater, it was crazy. Like not even for our movie, like our theater was kind of decently filled, but like the theater as a whole, like an establishment, it was nuts. I can't think of any time that I've been in a theater where all of the parking spaces were filled.
The Avengers Endgame.
Not even for in-game, like I don't remember like having to search for parking. Maybe we got there early enough or something like that, but I don't remember having to look for parking the way we did. Like I had to park into the another like a restaurant's like parking lot to like and walk
It's
over.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because like for Avengers, I remember we had to park in the back.
Yeah,
because everything else was crowded.
we parked we parked in the back, but maybe it was because they didn't have the parking garage open because the parking garage was closed.
Maybe.
But yeah, it was all because of Devil Wears Prada. It was showing in like every theater room.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what? I was like, it kind of made me want to watch the movie because our friend Alex, he watched it on Friday too, I think. He watched it on Friday and he said he liked it. Alex don't like anything. so
yeah, you won't even watch horror movies.
So I was just like,
yeah,
we love you, man. But yeah, he don't like anything, and he liked that movie. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll go watch Devil Wears Prada 2. I don't know.
I can't wait for him to comment on this episode specifically, and he's like, "Nah, I do like stuff."
He'll say something stupid to me at work, being like, "I'm not gonna say no podcast."
But yeah, this movie is definitely worth the watch.
Yeah, England, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Y'all should make a horror movie off of Mr. Blobby. I ain't gonna lie, this shit's crazy. This shit is wild. I still have it up on my screen. I'm like, bro, this is
Which
crazy.
is funny because we have the Banana Splits movie, and that's a horror movie.
Banana Splits. Now I gotta look that up. But you know,
you don't remember the Banana Splits?
Hold on, banana. Maybe I
look up the Banana Splits.
I'm gonna look it up. Give me 1 second. We gotta put images of all these on the video.
Yeah. If you guys listen to the Spotify, like, we appreciate it if you watch our YouTube just to see our hard work.
Oh no, yeah, the banana splits. This fuzzy fucking guy with the glasses. I remember this.
Yeah.
One banana, two
He used to
banana,
play on
three banana,
Boomerang.
4. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember the song. They have a horror movie.
Yeah, we'll watch
That's
it
so
for
good.
the podcast.
Oh my
I'll put it
god,
on the
yes.
list.
Yes, please, because this looks so stupid.
We'll watch that. We'll watch Willy's Wonderland, just to
Yeah.
kind of go down
All
the
all
franchise.
all the animatronic movies.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, this is so funny.
It's so funny. I have the movie too, because it was $5 at Walmart. But yeah, so do you have anything else or?
No, you guys, if you haven't seen the Resident Evil trailer, do yourself a favor and watch the teaser. It is
Yes.
bonkers. It looks so good.
It looks so good.
We might
I'm
actually have
excited.
a good Resident Evil movie besides the first
I
one.
am worried though,
Worried about.
because I think like Zach Kreger talked about like it doesn't have so much zombies as it's more of like the T virus mutation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, please, for the love of God, please just have zombies in the beginning.
Well,
Like,
it looked like they have from the trailer. It looked like they have some zombies like falling from the building and
yeah,
stuff.
and like with the trailer alone, I was excited, but then Kreger coming out saying that, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
why are we doing this? Because
Yeah.
like, look, I think it's the biggest thing for me. Like the biggest irk I have is people are like, oh, well, look at Resident Evil 7 and 8, and it's just not my Resident Evil. I'm sorry. My Resident Evil was 1 through 3. It was, we start with the zombies, and then we get to the mutation of frogs, alligators, whatever, dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get to the tyrants. Like, there is a formula, and I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Because, like, he says that there's going to be an inventory management
What?
scene. Yes, he says that there's going to be a gun progression scene. I'm hoping that he ends up with a bazooka because that's how we
Dude,
always
yeah,
end
you gotta,
every Resident
yeah,
Evil
you gotta,
game.
you gotta be overpowered. Yes.
I don't know if he'll do it, but I'm
Mhm.
hoping that we go through the streets or whatever we're going through, and then eventually we find the Umbrella Lab, and then in the Umbrella Lab, there's an Umbrella Military,
Yeah.
and that's where we get the bazooka. Because every Resident Evil game starts with a location in the normal setting,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just progressively get more futuristic weirdly because
Yeah.
Umbrella is weird.
It's also Capcom in general. Capcom tend to always like go from like something like really grounded to like, all right, now we're in space. And I'm like, whoa, when did we get here?
But yes, Resident Evil, it does come out September 18th.
Yes.
When we were waiting for Hokum to start, the 3 movies that we talked about in episode 1, Obsession, Passenger, and Backrooms, they showed all the trailers for those.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm leaning more towards Obsession.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if I had to rank it, it's Obsession, Backrooms, and Passenger. I think with Passenger, I was like, I don't know.
Like, so for me, I think Passenger, even Obsession to an extent, but I think those movies will be more of a traditional horror kind of movie where it's just like, all right, we're here to be scary and to just, have all these nonsensical jump scares and stuff like that. I think it might just be one of those things where it's fun to watch and not
Maybe.
necessarily like, oh, take this serious. Maybe Obsession, you look like a little bit more like serious, might have like more undertones to it.
I think with Obsession, for me, Obsession looked more fun
Yeah.
than Passenger.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I
Yeah.
mean, like, Obsession comes out May 15th, Passenger comes out May 22nd, and Backrooms comes out May 29th. Another one that we saw was Leviticus.
That looked good. At first, the trailer did not, when it started, I was like, what the hell is this? I literally thought it was going to be like one of the...
A drama?
Yeah, like a drama. Like, what's the one that just came out that everybody is liking? I think it's on Netflix, like Heated Rivals or something like that.
Oh, Heated Rivalry? That's on HBO.
Oh, yeah. So I thought it was going to be something like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then like shit started hitting the fan. It's like, what?
Yeah. it takes a kind of like gives like conversion therapy.
Yeah, conversion therapy.
Conservation camp? No.
No, it's
What's the word?
conversion camp.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
And like
gay camp or
the
whatever.
horror just like turned up.
Yeah, I think
Which
isn't there a movie about like gay camp again?
there's a lot of.
I think there is one that just came out like a couple years ago. I'm like slipping up on the name, but yeah, there was
Do you remember
one.
who was in it?
No, you know, I don't know actors. Come on, you asking the wrong person. No, but I remember there being one about like a gay camp horror movie, and people had problems with it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I was just like, shut up,
Sure
stop
does.
your complaining.
When we watch the movie, we'll see, I guess, if you can remember it.
Yeah, I'll definitely look it up, and we can make the edit into the video so you guys won't think I'm losing my mind. But
nope, we're just gonna leave it. But yeah, Leviticus comes out June 19th. Oh, I wanted to say, because I didn't get to say it in episode 1, but there was like 2 other movies that I wanted to see. Apparently this one came out already, and it's called Marama, and it came out last month. It's a Maori horror movie set during like it's like a period piece horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this Maori woman like going through like colonization kind of like horrors.
Right.
And it looked interesting, and I was like, oh, I want to see it. But now that I realize it already came out, that means it's going to be on VOD soon.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And then the other one that I was looking forward to it's a long title, and it's called Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. And it's the same director that did I Saw the TV Glow, which I love a lot. And it has Gillian Anderson from the X-Files in this movie.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, I love I Saw the TV Glow, so I'm definitely going to see it. And then the fact that Gillian Anderson is in it was like, oh, Raemon, we have to watch it for the podcast.
Yeah, we can definitely we put it on the list.
It comes out August 7th, so that would be whatever episode that is at that time.
2 days after my birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Thanks. It's weird. We're nowhere near my birthday right now. But
I'm gonna put happy early birthday in the video. But yeah, I think those are the movies, at least for like our end segment, we can mention, because we already mentioned so many movies in the first episode.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch the Slender Man movie just to be in the no, I heard it was so bad, but I kind of want to. I
will rewatch it only so I can trash talk. That movie.
Should also watch Rubber too.
I never saw Rubber once, so we have to.
No, like Rubber also.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, I think there is a Rubber 2 though.
Oh, is there? Yeah, dude.
Let me look it up. It says that Rubber 2, Mike the Trike, and it's a short film.
Oh my god.
So technically there is a sequel.
I gotta watch it. Oh man, dude. I remember watching that. Like, I was not in my right state of mind, but I remember watching it and I was like, this is the most hilarious thing, because I don't know how you would have gotten this idea of a tire with telekinesis powers being able to explode people's head. It's like this murderous tire, and it's like, bro, what is this concept? Somebody was in the writing room, was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, they were like, this is a great movie idea.
Yeah, it was great.
There's another movie also, and it's called Affection. It has Jessica Roth, who I know her from Happy Death Day. And so it's like, what's that Adam Sandler movie?
51st Dates?
51st Dates, but like they leaned more into the horror.
Oh, okay.
Either way, those are essentially some movies that are coming out soon. Next episode, I'll see if I can find more June, July, We'll see how it goes, because I don't even know how many episodes we're going to be releasing each month either.
Yeah.
We're sort of kind of winging this.
Yeah, we're winging it. We're trying to figure it out.
I hope you guys are enjoying our winging.
Yeah.
And come back for episode 3.
Yeah.
Which will be whatever.
I think, we're getting better. I feel like this episode was like a lot smoother than the first one, but hey, we'll let you guys decide, right?
Thank you for listening to episode 2.
Thank you guys.
You can find us mostly at all of the social medias. under at El Noche Podcast.
Yes.
All one word together.
Yeah.
If you watch the video, you'll see it. It's going to be popping up.
Yeah,
And
guys.
see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.